global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. The issue of Nigerian Bar Association disinviting Mallam Nasir El-Rufai from being one of the guest speakers in their forthcoming annual conference, and the fact that other branches, that the Jigawa branch, have turned the whole situation to look more tribalistic, more religious than what it was meant to be. Well, the NBA, Nigerian Bar Association, has actually made a public statement, also explaining the circumstances behind all this whole scenario and explaining the whole situation, and as well apologizing, not meaning to embarrass the governor of Kaduna State. But let's quickly go through the open letter and the one addressed also to Mr. El-Rufai. But before we do so, we'll quickly plead that you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and the bell notification icon to get both subscribed and notified as soon as you update our channel. Alright, it's dated 21st of August 2020. Nigeria Bar Association NBA 2020 Annual General Conference, NBA National Executive Committees, that's NEC, decision to disinvite His Excellency Mallam Nasir El-Rufai as a speaker in the panel session. 1. At its meeting that was held yesterday, 20th August 2020, NEC took the decision to disinvite His Excellency Mallam Nasir El-Rufai as a speaker in one of the panel sessions that is planned for the NBA 2020 AGC holding from 26th of August to 29th of August 2020. This morning, I have had a telephone discussion with the Director General of the Nigerian Governors Forum, Mr. Asishana Okauru, on the issue, and have tendered through him to His Excellency Mallam Nasir El-Rufai my sincere apologies and regret for any unintended embarrassment that he may have been caused by the NBA next decision. Number 2, I followed up our telephone discussion with the attached letter which explains the circumstances of the decision by NEC. The letter has been sent to Mr. Akaoru, both in hand and in soft copies. It is a purpose that I reproduce in this release. Paragraph 5, 6, and 7 of the letter for the case of reference by our members. That's now 5. What he wrote there. Number 5, he said, in conclusion, I must clarify 2 critical issues. First, NEC's decision yesterday had no ethnic or religious correlation or connotation. However, and whatsoever, in discussing the issue at NEC, nobody talked about religion or ethnicity. As I recall, there were no more than 3 advocates for retaining the invitation of the NBA to His Excellency Nasir El-Rufai, not including me, and 2 of these 3 gentlemen are from the south of Nigeria, and 1 is Reverend gentleman. Conversely, some of those who spoke against his attendance share the same faith with Mallam Nasir El-Rufai, and some others came from the northern part of Nigeria, which means those who even voted against were majorly coming from the north, and also those who were actually Muslims. Let's continue. He said, number 6, the second point that I must clarify is that NBA NEC, by its decision, was not passing any judgment on Mallam Nasir El-Rufai. NBA NEC is not in position to pass such judgment without having all the facts and hearing from all the sides, and it did not set out to pass any such judgment. NEC merely made a judgment that it was not in the best interest of the association to be engulfed in the controversy that trailed the invitation of Mallam El-Rufai for the conference, and that it was best if the safety valve of disinviting the governor was applied. Indeed, NEC did not, however, at all discuss the substance of the issues that have been raised against the governor by the different groups and persons who clamor for his being disinvited, and there are very considerable clamor in that regard. I perhaps need to mention that prior to the NEC meeting, I had personally taken urgent and stringent steps working with the TCCP to douse the clamor but we had no success. Number 7, I truly would appreciate your bringing this letter to the attention, not just to His Excellency Nasir El-Rufai, but also to other members of the esteemed Nigerian Governors Forum, and in particular the chairman of the forum, His Excellency Dr. Kayode Fayemi. Please assure their excellencies that the Nigerian Bar Association holds all our governors, including His Excellency Nasir El-Rufai, in the highest esteem, and would do nothing intentionally to embarrass them collectively or individually. Once again, I offer my sincere and deepest apologies and regret for the unintended embarrassment that may have been caused to His Excellency Nasir El-Rufai by the aforementioned decision of the NBA NEC, and would appreciate your passing on my regrets and apologies to him personally. Now, step number 3, I draw attention to those paragraphs of my letter in particular in order to dodge the ethnic and religious passions that seem to have been inflamed amongst our members by the next decision. I have received several messages from our members that have attributed ethnic and religious consideration to the decision. This is not correct and is very far from the truth. Neither the NBA nor NEC belong to any religious or ethnic group. We are lawyers and professionals dedicated to the ideals and promotion and preservation of the rule of law, and we belong to one indivisible family of the NBA. Did NEC infringe the odi alterum partem principle, a cardinal principle of the rule of law, by disinviting His Excellency Mallam Nasir El-Rufai? No, it did not. As I point out in my letter, neither the NBA nor NEC set out to sit in judgment against Mallam El-Rufai, and even from that prism, the principle of fair hearing does not apply. None of the persons or parties who are opposed to the invitation of Mallam El-Rufai to the AGC had been offered the NBA or AGC platform to advocate or propagate their viewpoints on positions, so the principle of not hearing the other side does not arise. Number 5, indeed, as at date, neither the NBA as a body nor NEC, that's NEC, has interrogated issues raised by persons who are opposed to His Excellency El-Rufai invitation to AGC, and therefore the issues of fair hearing do not also arise. NBA is not even equipped with the play that role. Okay, NBA is not even equipped to play that role of an arbitrary or court in respect of the issues raised by persons opposed to El-Rufai's invitation, and has never pretended to be so equipped or mandated. I am hoping that this release would assist in clarifying issues for our members and placing the next decision in its correct perspective. I implore all members to please not view this issue, however, from ethnic or religious perspective. These were not the issues considered by NEC yesterday. We are United Nigerian Bar Association with no religious or ethnic bias or predisposition, and shall ever so remain. Paul Osoro, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, NBA President. You've heard it. They have, practically tendered their apologies, unreserved apologies to Mallam Nasir El-Rufai, the governor of Kaduna State, and they're saying it has no ethnicity undertone whatsoever, and they had no intention of embarrassing him. They had no intention of judging him. There was no form of judgment or fair hearing in this matter. It was just a case of they didn't want anybody to be disgruntled over the issue of the NBA. Hence, they've actually apologized that they're not taking anyone for granted, both the Governors Forum and individually as all governors, that they hold them all in high esteem. Nigerians are taking to the social media to react. Some of them are saying, why should they apologize? They're saying the truth. But I think what they did was basically correct. Because at some point, people started thinking, even the response His Excellency Mallam Nasir El-Rufai gave eventually, he was like, okay, I don't even need your invite. Give it to Wiki and the rest, and Fire Chandra. That clearly shows that, okay, you guys are doing it in a south level. You could see that the ethnicity card coming in. So this was really timely, so that at the end of the day, NBA does not divide itself into South and North, and into Christian and Muslim. So that was really timely. It was very wise, and I think whatever wisdom they used to do this was really nice, so that together they will all see the Nigerian Bar Association as one big family, and not some on the level of religious sentiment. But that's where we're going to wrap it up. Nigerians have really reacted. The reactions are really much, but basically that's what the letter reads. Let's put in our comment section. Do you agree with the fact that NBA had apologized, saying, look, this is not what it was intended to. We had no intention of embarrassing His Excellency Nasir El-Rufai, but if we indeed had have embarrassed him, we indeed apologize. It has no undertone whatsoever. If you are of the opinion that what they have done is right, please let's meet in our comment section, let's interact. But if you are opposing their opinion, let's also meet in our comment section, let's interact. What's your view on this? Do you think it was timely, or you think it was just overboard? Let's interact. Don't also forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more updates on this.